And you're very welcome along to another video here with myself, Tony Red Devil, and playing the Golf Club 19. And I'm being joined for this particular round at Royal Portrush by a very famous course designer within the golf club game, and his name is Yeltzman. How you doing, Yeltz?
How are you, Town? All right, not so famous to be honest with you, but there goes.
Well, you're a renowned designer in the golf club terms.
Well, that's what others think, but I don't think many designers think that.
But great job, I must say to you, not only on this course that you've designed for the Open Championship, but the courses also before that you've done.
Yeah. Well, I like the open courses, and not many people design them, so I do it myself.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk throughout the round as we play here, myself and Yelts, and we'll be talking about the thought process that goes into building such a masterpiece, because it is a very good rendition. So I'm just going to take the first tee shot.
Alright, I've just hit my second, so I can see it from behind. I'm on.
Okay.
On the slope, just before the slope, just before the pin today.
Yeah.
Make sure you get yourself over the slope.
So you've taken your first shot.
Yeah. Well, I'm just on the edge. I've hit my second, and I've left it short.
Right. Let's see now. Let's hope I've got the right one on here, because there was two. Yeah. 1 second. I'm just going to make sure I have the right arrival. And we'll go with.
I'm on the front right of the green.
Yeah, that's you there. We'll go with this one.
I'm just watching your. I've just scrolled the camera and I'm watching your second.
That's it now. So we're going to play this game just through without turning it on, but we can see each other's lines. So just going to hit into this first green. Well, the big story of today, Yeltzman, is that Rory McIlroy has failed to make the cut.
Yeah, played well today as well, but
he did.
Yesterday's round cost him way too much.
I think that's what cost him that first hole when he took an 8.
I think the pressure got to him. It was, I think, short of the green, left it just below the lip. Good average shot, I would say.
It is an average shot. That's just the word.
Average shots, yeah. But, I think Rory would have took that though yesterday.
I think he would have taken more than that, I would say. But
don't forget, if you look where yours lay, that was where the pin was yesterday.
That's right.
Playing to the Friday pins.
Yeah.
That's where the first pin was yesterday.
So I'm 34 feet away. Yeltzman, how many feet?
I'm 33 feet away.
So I'll take the first honours then.
Well, I've got a tricky putt right to left.
Yeah, well, mine's right to left too, actually.
Bit of a slope by the hole after watching the coverage today.
Yeah. Oh, just missed a birdie.
Oh, great effort.
Yeah.
Great effort.
So
let's aim it way out there. Come on, come round. Oh, great effort.
The game's just catching up here with your shots, and it's going to be showing me now your putt. And I presume that you've just missed a birdie.
Yeah, just missed to the left it low.
So it should be coming in any time now. Yeah. Just going to wait here for you, and then we'll be on sync for the second hole. Oh, unlucky. So it's 2 pars to open up.
Yeah.
So the questions that I suppose I'm going to be asking Yeltzman throughout the round is questions that I would find. Yeah.
Ask away, anything you like.
So how long did it take you to design this course, Yeltzman?
From the beginning. Well, it's the only course I've released for the golf club, so it's been on and off about 6 months.
6 months.
On and off.
Yeah.
It's because I work part-time nights and look after my parents as well, so it's as much time as you can get.
Well, yeah.
To do it.
But to do it well, you need to put that time into it anyway.
Yeah, the trouble was with this course, there's been no events since 2012.
Right.
And the lack of, and the course changes the last 2 years as well. So it was more research, photos, and everything else to make a decent, recreation.
And did you spend a lot of time researching?
Yeah, pictures, videos, everything else takes ages.
Yeah,
that's what takes the time, because 3, 4. Your shot. Yeah, it's just the research into it. Anybody can make a course. It's the little bits. It's the hollers and the the little breaks, and what really makes the course.
The fine detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, most people would not notice, but it's. I'm down where John ran was this morning.
That's right. That's another great position.
I'm in trouble, Phil.
Yeah, you're in a bit of a dicey spot.
I'm gonna flop it up. Yeah, it's it's too long. Better than leaving it short. Yeah, it wasn't the easiest course because just the lack of information on it. Because but in the end, it all comes together.
Well, I must admit, I don't before the Open Championship at Portrush, I wouldn't have known much about the course in terms of the outlay, in terms of remembering what it looked like. But when I watched the first round and then played your course subsequently, there was a very good likeness. I think and maybe not as good as you'd have liked, because you said that on to me that you weren't quite happy with a few things.
It's more the bunkering, because you can't have pop bunkers in the game. And to get it right around the greens, you need the bunkers for the for the shapes and the hollers.
Yes.
And that's what really, it's really what's what could be better. But it's a free edition. You're not charging anybody for anything, so I don't think many people can really complain.
No, definitely not. It's considering you took so much time to design it as well.
I don't think many people realise how much time it really takes to do properly. But it's like since the release version, and like yesterday and today, there's probably been about 100 little changes, and you probably wouldn't notice.
Yeah, well, I suppose that's something that's very hard to for you to include.
Two pars.
Yeah, 2 pars. We're all levels so far.
As I say, you probably would not notice any difference if you played the version the last 2 days. But you can it's just the little things what really make it to me. And
yes,
it's like I've said before, 99% of the people probably wouldn't even know the course or anything else. So. It's just in your own mind to make it as good as possible.
Yes.
Don't go right here.
I went left.
That's a good shot.
Yeah.
But as I say, it will after the event. Oh, I've gone way too long. It will become more famous now, the course. But if you'd have said to somebody 2 years ago, Royal Portrush, nobody probably know anything about it.
No, they probably wouldn't be too aware. There comes my birdie putt. Didn't hit it hard enough.
Up the hill.
Yeah.
See, it was like that today. I noticed that was more uphill than it was in the first version.
Yes.
So it's slightly more uphill now than it was. But as I say again, nobody probably ever noticed.
No, well, the thing is, I suppose there's a very small minority that would notice it. You know what I mean? Like yourself, like designer, people that have a creative mind.
Yeah.
And of course,
Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing this course. So if you're going to do it, you might as well do it as good as you can. Then because after the event, come this time next week, most people forget and play other courses. So
That's right. Yeah.
you got
Yeah.
So it's really going down like for history, to get the course as good as as you can get.
Well, it's going to be a course that's, I think, is going to feature probably again, hopefully, in another major tournament of some kind.
Well, I think how much of a success it's been this week. I think it'll be back within 8 years, 6 years,
yeah,
with the ticket sales and everything else. Your Irish fans are the best the best fans in sport, really.
well, they're very enthusiastic. Yeah.
It's like when you say about designing the course, it's like if you click, to have a look at the outer bounds, how difficult it is to do just to make sure it's not on the course too much.
Well, I noticed that actually from when I was playing this course for the first time. You've nailed a lot of the detail in the course. Like this hole, for example, here is the fourth hole, and it's called Fred Daly's.
Hi, Fred Daly. Hi.
Yeah, and out of bounds is running.
Didn't they?
That's right, and it's running all the way down the right hand side. And obviously, if you shank it right, you're in big trouble.
It's a great hole, to be honest with you. This one, especially when the wind's against.
Yeah, it makes it even longer.
Yeah. Let's have it, my. One thing I haven't done with this green, I got this green absolutely perfect from the pictures because it it comes in from the right and it's a good shot. It bends from the. Justin Rose was on that hill. You see the hill on.
I did see that. Yes.
Justin Rose was on there this morning.
He's in good position actually, Justin Rose. Yeah. He's right there.
I've got to be honest with you, if I want anybody to win, I want Westwood to win if you can.
Oh, that'd be
That's
great.
a birdie. That's designers.
Oh, good birdie. And let's not forget that, as we mentioned here, every hole on this course has a name. Yeah, the first one being the Huey's, second one being Giant's Grave, third one being Islay, because on a clear day you can get a view of the Scottish island of Islay, and one we just played was Fred Daly's. And on we go now to White Rocks.
Where we know the White Rocks are on the on the cliffs. You'll see when you're on the green. It took a bit of a while to get the effect.
I must admit, this is my favourite hole of the course.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
You can reach the green.
No, but it's the view too. It's the view as well, Yeltzman. Yeah.
Took a bit of time to. You had to work it all out before you start designing. So that that's the end of the theme at the end.
Yes.
So you could just put the little islands at the back. Because if you design it the wrong way, it doesn't all fit together.
No, well, I would love to know, on the likes of this hole alone, you must have taken a good few days, maybe.
I'd go for weeks, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because you've nailed it to it. Like when I look at it at the course today, I was watching people teeing off, and I was going, "It's a really good replica. What you've done here."
Just having a look where your ball is.
Yeah, I'm just off to the left.
You can see the the white in the background.
Yeah.
On the rock, on the thing is, you have to bury trees. You have to bury trees into the thing to get that white effect.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. So
that takes time. That must have taken. It's so fine, the detail though.
It's. Oh no! I've gone over the back. Have you gone down the slope, or you stuck?
I should have a birdie. Yeah, I should have a birdie here. Well, I say should. I have a great knack of missing short putts, and it's not exactly a gimme. It's an e-knocker. It's a neat knocker.
That pin, I noticed this morning, that pin was really on a bit of a slope.
Yeah.
I've got my par.
Yeah, good par. I'm going to hopefully get that.
It's like just putting the little things like the camera tower there at the back of that green. Where
That's
it was
right.
this morning.
So you took note of the changes today and just
I got a map. I got a map before the event, and they had all the camera towers on, and just getting it. I forgot what this hole was called now.
Well, we're going to the 6th, and this hole is called Harry Colts.
Oh yeah, after the designer of the course.
That's right. Yeah, he was the initial designer, the original designer. Yeah, and with Dunluce Castle and the white cliffs as a backdrop, and you've really nailed that as well, because if you look in the distance there, folks, you can see again Yeltzman has worked wonders here in terms of the detail. It's a good shot in there.
It's
I'm in between clubs here.
Yeah, you're never ever going to. It's absolutely impossible to ever get it, perfect. Because one, it's a video game, and two, how the physics and the firmnesses, it doesn't play exactly.
No.
Like it does. So you have to compromise between playability and how the court, and it's because most people just want a game of golf and score well, but other people want everything to be perfection, and it's just a fine line between everything. And to be honest with you, I just like people just to enjoy the course. I don't want people shooting 25 over par with slopes everywhere and everything. It's just a fine line.
But I have to say, Yeltzman, that having played the course numerous times now, I enjoyed it more and more every time.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, it's the course. It's the design of the course. The proper course. What makes it? Because you've got a bit of everything. You've got reachable par fives, good par. The par threes are tremendous par threes, and some great holes. Yeah.
Well, this is what will work wonders. The Open Championship being held here for the profile of this course. It'll work wonders. Like this hole is called Curran Point, and it's 592 yards. So
this is one of the new holes. What was added?
Yeah,
Martin Ebert.
That's right. That's the new designer. Well, he made changes.
Well, I'll mention it when we go up to the green, because you can see the other course there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because there are two courses as part of Portrush, isn't there? Yeah.
The other course is in the game. I have designed the other course.
First I knew that.
It's called Rathmore Golf Club.
Right, I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah.
It's only 6,300 yards.
Right, so it's pretty short.
It's like a members course, really.
Right. So
but it is in the game. It is in the game as Royal Portrush Rathmore.
Right, I'm gonna have a look at that.
Just if anybody, but a second. Well, that was reaching this today.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the 250 in the bag. It's 240, so I'm short of it.
I've gone where. Oh, it's bounced back into the fairway. I went towards where. I forgot his name. The leader went.
Shane Lowry.
I went where Larry went.
Well, before we go any further, I must actually mention, in case somebody's watching this video and isn't aware, if you've been living under a stone for the last 2 days, JB Holmes and Shane Lowry both lead the Open Championship with 8 under par, and that's at the halfway stage going into the weekend. Tommy Fleetwood, Lee Westwood right behind them on 7 under par, and then you've got the likes of Justin Rose on 6 under, Brooks Koepka 5 under, Jordan Spieth 5 under, and John Ram on 4 under. It's a great leaderboard there.
Yeah, it is an absolutely fantastic leaderboard.
Yeah, great to see it, and I'm looking forward to a great weekend of golf.
Yeah. Well, so I gather the wind is going to blow really bad in it Sunday. It's 25, 30 mile an hour winds.
I think that's what the crowd want to see, if I'm honest with you.
So really, anybody who makes the cut could win this event, I think.
Well, I think that's a very valid point, because we've seen it in the past a lot.
You know, if it's going to be that bad Sunday, anybody could still win the event. I think.
Oh no! How did I miss that? Oh,
Just
missed
above.
missed a sitter for birdie. Don't know what happened to me there.
On to the 8th. See, it was like when designing this 8th hole, you could see the two bunker.
Terrible bogey there for me.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I should have had the birdie, but I just at that unfortunate moment, just
that pin was just above the slope. It's like the next hole. You can see the houses and like the big out. I don't know if it's an hotel in the distance. It was just lining it up in the correct size, just to add that added touch. But most people probably wouldn't even recognise, or when you do see the coverage, you do see the houses there.
That's right, yeah. If you're paying attention, and a lot of people would be looking for that kind of thing when they're on a course, when they're playing a course.
And it's like the two bunkers. You can just about see them on the tee.
Yeah.
I think maybe in real life the tee might be just slightly higher, but.
Yeah, well, this is the second of the new Ebert designed holes, and it's been created on a virgin duneland, apparently. And don't think that's myself. That's getting out of online information.
It used to be the 6th hole on the land of the Valley course, you know, or the Rathmore course, what's next door.
Yes.
They all used to not the same hole, of course. But it's on that land.
It's on the same land. Yeah.
Yeah. But just a brand new old design. Because the Rathmore course had to have two new holes added, because there was 2 holes taken off this one. You've got to say they did a fantastic job. Oh my God, nearly hold it.
Oh, good shot there. I can see in the distance
I have hold it.
Oh, were you in there off there?
Off the bank.
Oh, great shot.
Off the bank of the bunker.
Nicely played. I'm fighting here for par. I went in the far left.
Oh, fantastic shot. Just use the contour of the bank.
Come on. Oh, it's not a bad effort. It's a pretty good shot. I should save par here. Yeah, went far left off the tee. Bad swing.
Oh, down the bank.
Yeah, and I just played out to the fairway with the
great shot. Good recovery.
Great eagle. There's an eagle that was.
Yeah.
My God, I didn't realise that was an eagle. Great shot. That's course knowledge. Course knowledge there coming out from Yeltzman.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see actually in my own, for our own replay purposes here. For people watching the video, I think we should see that shot from Yeltzman again.
I thought it was going to stick right on the lip.
Yeah, here it comes. We're watching as we speak. And the replay. Oh, look at that. That's a lovely, lovely shot. You played for that, Yeltzman. You're going to tell me you played for that.
I played, well...
Course knowledge.
Of course, into the wind's just outside. Oh. Yeah, it's a bad second shot on the hill.
Yeah. First round of the day, so my swing, that's my excuse. My swing's a little ropey.
Well, that's just the golf club.
Yeah, that's true enough too. That's a fair comment, actually.
I think sometimes, I feel at times he just makes it up as it goes along.
Yeah, I do find that sometimes myself.
It's a par for me. Oh no, I've missed a simple putt. It's a bogey.
That's what I did actually on the par 5.
Yeah.
I'm in tight, but on the 9th. 9, Fitter.
Just going to scroll back.
Yeah. These are the... My biggest weakness in this game at the moment tends to be my putting. I miss a lot of putts that should be got. You know. Yes, got the birdie.
There you are.
Yeah.
Ah, good bird.
Yeah, thank you.
That's golf for you. The eagle, 1 hole for me.
That's right.
The next.
It's an interesting round and not much in it here. But of course, that's irrelevant. The scores, we're just taking in the beauty that you have.
It's a good game.
This is
like
10th.
It's the 10th. Yeah. It's like the lighting in the game. You know, when you're playing to the sun, it looks. You know, it looks. You know, you can see the umps and the hollers. You know, so
yeah.
When you do a real course, you know, that's what could be improved in the game. The lighting really needs to be consistent.
Yes.
Because, you know, you could lower the light and everything else, but then you can't see the course and you can't see the game.
Oh, that's a very unfortunate kick there in the rough. Yeah, the lighting is something I've seen risen by a number of designers actually. You know, that that would have liked to have seen the lighting a bit more natural.
It's just not consistent enough. You know, certain holes look tremendous and other holes look like
yeah.
It's
not as impressive.
Yeah. That's why you see a lot of courses do look great, but like when you see a course like this, all the holes are right on top of each other.
Yes.
You play many courses in the game. You know, you don't see it. It's like 18 individual holes. Not like a proper golf course.
I know what you mean. And do you find that with many courses that you play?
Like I said to you earlier, that's why I'm very picky while I play.
Yes. I've whacked that too hard, have I? Yeah, I have. I was compensating there, and look what's happened. I've absolutely nailed that.
Saying that though, I think sometimes that happens. It's like you get a flyer of a putt.
Yeah, I think I got a kick there.
I think it's sometimes it's the game.
I will happily blame the game for that putt.
Yeah, I call them flyer putts.
Yeah. Get in.
I'll wait for you to finish.
Oh, I've just made it. 18 footer.
So you're 1 in front, 8 to go.
Yeah, on to number 11. No pressure against the course designer here.
No.
But who's your own tip for the weekend at the Open, Yeltzman?
I fancy Fleetwood.
Fleetwood, yeah, he's coming up nicely there.
Well, I want Westwood to win for some reason.
Well,
I'd love it if Westwood win.
It's probably because of the disappointment of all the rest of the, you know, majors.
I got a sneaking feeling Koepka and Spieth won't be far away as well. But like I said earlier, I think anybody could win it really.
Yeah, well, it is open.
If the weather turns.
Yeah.
There's only nine shots in it, isn't there?
That's right.
First to last.
I think the weather is set to worsen too considerably.
You know, someone's only got to post a good score tomorrow. It's supposed to be pretty consistent tomorrow, the weather, but for Sunday, it could be very windy.
It's hard to know the weather, I'll tell you, and especially in Ireland.
As you know in Ireland, you can have 4 different types of weather in 2 hours.
Oh, we've seen that already happen, actually, in the Open.
I've chipped in. Oh, I don't know.
Oh no, very fast. I'm trying to get too much. I was trying to maximise the club there. I was in between clubs. And I've just come up with a very fast. So now I need to save.
Just trying to find you.
Yeah, I'm in the bunker. Oh, this could be bogey here. Per shot. Probably should have went up another one. 16 feet.
As I say, I don't think it'll be long before it goes back to Portrush. I think it'll be the next 6 years, 7 years, maybe.
Well, they've made an impression now. It's
But
not going to turn in.
they're not gonna go back to Turnberry while Trump's in charge.
Probably not. No.
And I'm not going to go to Lytham at the minute because they're saying it's not big enough.
Yes.
So that cuts the rota down to now 8 courses now. So
St Andrews, of course, will always be there too.
So they go to St Andrews every 5 years, don't they?
Yeah. This is a par 5, and it's as the online sort of feed says here when I'm looking at it. It says a little respite after a stretch of tough par 4s. This par 5 will, depending on wind direction, be on and 2 for most players. Yeah, so
that was destroying this hole today.
Yeah,
the wind was in the favour today. That was taking an 8 iron in.
That's right. Yeah, they can hit the ball now. Though the standard golfer with no wind can probably hit the ball now, average over 300 yards. You know, and that's not even mentioning the big hitters. You know, like McIlroy and Dustin Johnson.
But that's the sign, though. Yes, it's a classic links because yesterday they were struggling to get to this hole in 2 because the wind was the opposite direction.
That's right. It played a tad differently.
That's why I like real courses because every time you play them, it's slightly different each time you play.
Well, I'm a big fan. I must say, in the golf club, I have a society called Only Fools and Courses. And and I like to pick courses that people are familiar with, the renowned courses.
Oh, I've missed the putt. Oh,
Eagle?
Dear.
Eagle putt or birdie?
No, I've got par.
Oh, it's not going to be near it. I've pulled that. Get up. Okay, I'm going to have a wee chip here. So we're going to have a chance to go back to 1 under par. 12 yarder, 11 yarder. I'm going to go with the 11 yarder.
A lot of players was there. I was roughly in that position.
Yeah.
Rory was further left today. He was in the rough.
Yeah. Well, that should be a birdie.
That's a good putt.
Yeah.
It's nearly in. Oh.
Yeah.
So says 1 inch on my screen.
Well,
I don't think it's that close.
I don't think it was like 2 feet. It was 2 feet. Yeah.
This
back
is
under
it.
par.
Onto this hole where what cost Rory today?
That's right, the 13th.
This is the hole what cost him the.
That's right. This one cost him making the cut. It sort of.
He went into the right bunker opposite the side of the pin.
It put the tracks on his. To stop it on his great run that he had going.
Yeah.
I think
he went in the.
Yeah.
He went into the bunker on the right and he just couldn't get down.
Hole 13, just looking at it here, is called Featherbed. Yeah.
I think you need to land it like a featherbed.
Yeah.
From being up there. I think that's what I need to just land it softly. Oh dear.
I think I've come up short there, have I? Get up. I'm being a bit short in the backswing at the minute. Even though it says perfect, I can tell the backswing's just coming up that little bit short because I'm 34 feet away. And sometimes I find that with a golf club, it tells me that it's a perfect swing, but that was not a perfect backswing. The backswing was not perfect there.
As I say, it's what I feel about the golf club, really. It could have been one of the best games ever, but they always just come up slightly short in my eyes.
Yes. I'd agree with that, to be honest with you, generally. I think it's a great it's a good game, but it's missing something.
It's a good game, but it could have been even better.
Yeah.
But it's like all games today. They make it and add a few more improvements for the next one.
That's right. The train well.
Yeah. It's just a cash cow. instead of just making one great game, then moving on to something else.
That's right. It's an annual release now, and I wonder will we see a Golf Club 20 before the year's out?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It all seems very quiet to me.
Yeah.
But it really, it's the designers. If you look at the content, what's in the game, there's not a lot in there really. It's just it's just the societies and the different courses you can play. Just the community just make it.
Well, I'd agree with you. It's the likes of TGC Tours, not and societies. I wish there was more of an emphasis on the online matchmaking. I think they've neglected that badly in the sense of, yes, you can play against friends in alternate shot and four ball, but playing against the general public, I think is poor options what they've thrown in there.
Well, I don't know if you know, I used to play on Xbox Live, but when they added them extra courses, that was terrible choices.
Yes.
Terrible choices.
No, it's going to go to the...
Terrible choice of courses.
What do you mean on the courses that they added to the...
Yeah, the courses they added to online multiplayer.
Yes. And what was it exactly that you didn't enjoy about them? Was that the real courses?
Well, no, not the real courses. The ones they added, the fictional ones they added.
Oh, I get you. Yes, I am.
Like the Gardens of Valor and other ones, just not for me.
Oh, that's so terrible. That's going to be a flare. Fast.
I'd just like to set up. I'd just like to set up a lobby and just so you can see what courses you're playing.
Yes.
It's,
that's what it should be like. To be honest with you.
You can look at the lobby and see who's playing links courses or whatever course you do, and just join that person.
That's the way it was in Tiger, of course.
I used to play Tiger and everything. Yeah.
Tiger, in all fairness, did that very well. I think that HB have come up considerably short in that regard.
I'll tell you what I used to like on Tiger. The 3-hole matches. You used to play 3 holes.
That's right. Yes, the mini matches. Yeah.
That was quick. Even if you played somebody who was brilliant or rubbish, that was over in 5 or 10 minutes.
Yes.
It was a fantastic feature, that was.
And over a shorter mode, of course, anyone has a chance to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anybody has a chance to win over three holes.
It was a. But it does frustrate me a little because it could be the best game ever, but it's just. I don't know what the exact words. It's just the little things what are missing. What could make it even better? Yes,
I'm not hitting the ball well at all here. Well, that being said, I've got a chance. Yeah, I would agree. Funny for me, the Golf Club 1 was a really good game.
To me, the Golf Club 1 was the best. It's been the best one of the lot.
And I think I think this game, if it sort of embedded certain aspects of the Golf Club 1, you'd have a really good game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I used to like tours and tournaments in Golf Club 1.
Yes.
And I still don't understand why that was ever took out.
Well, that's right. The online tournaments, live tournaments, yeah.
You could set a tournament up.
That's right.
Different courses, different tees, different everything, and it'd be up there forever. You could just go back to it and play it when you wanted. No, it's just set events, and
it is a bit strange how they took that off. When you consider that. Yeah.
You on the 16th or?
Yeah, this is the 16th. This is the hole now that's the right hand side is like cliffhanger. Here.
As I say, you can see the Rathmore course. I'm using it as a practice ground this week. That's the 4th hole, the Rathmore course there.
The 4th hole.
Yeah, that's the 4th hole there. I'm using it as a practice ground this week.
Where's that? To the right of the...
To the right, yeah. If you look to the right.
Oh, yes, I can see it, yeah.
You can see the practice ground. That's the 4th hole, though, is normally the Rathmore.
This hole is called Calamity Corner.
Aye.
And I can see why it's called Calamity Corner, because your round could easily come apart
end
here.
of the calamity.
Yeah, because
I wouldn't like
yeah,
Sunday, if he's blowing 30 mile an hour, this is going to be the hour what probably might decide the tournament, I think.
I'd agree with that, Funny. I think people will play safe, though. I think,
Depends where the pin is. If it's at the back, it might be okay. If it's at the front, where the cliff is, it could be very interesting.
Yes. I haven't had that.
Because they've had the pin more in the middle to the left of the green so far, the first 2 rounds.
Yes.
I think one day they'll have it at the back, and then the next day they'll have it at the front. But we'll see.
Well, the pin placements, I suppose nobody's aware of it yet, are they? For the 3rd round? Only themselves, obviously. The organisation. RNA, isn't it?
What team do you support, Tal? Man United?
My gamer tag's a bit of a giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah, it's bleak times, but
you had good times, didn't you?
I think so. I think United have been, and including myself, have been a bit spoilt. I think United aren't going to be. I can't see United winning the title for another 5+ years. I think it's a rebuilding job that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has at the minute.
I think it's going to be an interesting season.
Yeah, well, Liverpool and City are out on their own. They're
miles.
Yeah,
miles in front. Not going to reach this top. Not going to reach the top of the slope.
I bogeyed this hole. I can't believe it. That's terrible.
What calamity?
Yeah, and Calamity has basically shown me why it's called Calamity. Although there's nothing funny about it. Haven't struck the ball well enough here.
Wind against today. Just couldn't reach the top of the slope.
And which team do you support yourself, Yeltzman?
I'm a West Brom fan.
Well, yous are definitely yous know yous are back in the championship, but yous are fighting to get. You just came up short last season.
Yeah, we had a good enough squad, but a poor manager.
Yeah.
Until they sacked him.
Remind me again who's the manager?
It was Darren Moore.
Darren Moore, that's right. Yes, Darren Moore was he went through a bit of a. He started off very well.
They had a good squad, but his tactics was terrible.
Did you go to many games, or do you go to games?
No. I watch it on the telly, man. I've lost it. To be honest with you, I've lost interest in football. It's where my tag used to be from. Yeltzman. I used to be. It's a non-league team around here called Alzo Town.
Right.
They had great success in the 80s, and that's a great shot.
Yeah, on top of the pin.
It's gone all too. It's like most things, like I said earlier. It's gone all too corporate football.
Well, I think actually, personally, I have my own beliefs on this. I believe that I preferred football more years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, like even the Premier League to me is not as enjoyable as it was years ago.
Well, we were even here going down the last, didn't we?
That's right. We're coming up to 18. I think there's too much money now involved in,
Yeah.
There's
to be honest with you, now I've got the Sky and everything else, but I think I only watched about 8 matches last year.
Yeah, well, I think that the tactics as well of a lot of teams now is basically safety first tactics.
Yeah.
And Liverpool and City by a mile the 2 best teams. But what frustrates me about teams that play against Man City, especially, is to sit off them too much. They give them far too much respect, and they pick them off. But just before I forget to say that this hole's playing the hardest on the course today, I think, or third hardest, was it? Yeltzman?
It's like we've saying about the game. When you look at these, how good would it have been just to have put proper flags in the game?
Yeah.
You could have put the night.
It would have been just a little extra feature.
It ain't like that on their own course, the Atlantic course. They have got flags, so it ain't like it's not possible.
Yeah.
And that's what that's what bugs me a bit.
Just not quite as satisfactory.
I'm down the slope where Rory was.
You're down the left.
Yeah. Oh, I've left it short. Oh, I blew it.
Well, this could be close here from my approach here. I think I'm on top of the pin here, you know.
Oh, no, I've messed it up.
Well, not on top of the pin, but yeah.
I have messed it up.
This holds. Shane Lowry today, one thing I will say about him is his front nine was great, but his back nine wasn't good at all.
I don't think, to be honest with you, it's going to be like Rory. I think the pressure will get to him.
Yeah, because fair enough, he's won a WGC event and obviously won the Irish Open as an amateur, but I was a bit concerned by what I've seen today in that back nine.
He hasn't been the same to me since he lost that lead at the US Open.
That's right, yeah, when Dustin Johnson. Yeah.
He was leading by, I think, 3 or 4 going into the last round.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever. I lost by 1. I don't think he's ever fully recovered from that.
No, I don't. Well, I believe he's definitely got the game to win a major tournament. You know,
he's got the short game. His short game's brilliant.
And his putting, that shot in 18 today, his second shot. I'm not sure what that was all about. His second shot when he came up short of the green.
It was a proper duff. Proper duff shot.
Because he was on the fairway. You know what I mean? He was on the fairway, but no, I think, as I say, it's been really disappointing that Rory McIlroy didn't make the third round. Obviously, Darren Clarke didn't make it either. Patrick Harrington didn't make it, but on one plus side, Graham McDowell did make it. You know, but that was a very enjoyable round of golf, I must say, Yeltzman.
It's just nice to play the pins and the course from this week's event.
I think both of us could have played a wee bit better there, but again, that's not the real point there. You know.
To be honest with you, I like it when you're about even par. I don't like courses where I birdie every hole, but I don't play on PS4 very often. So
no, well, that's sure. I have no excuse because I play PS4, so I'm looking through a book here at the minute looking for excuses. But shot of the round there definitely came on the 8th hole with your eagle. That was a very nice shot. But no, it's a very good course, and it's a huge credit to you, Yeltzman. And if you would like to remind people of the other courses that you've designed.
Oh, Gordon Bennett. Most of the open courses, Royal Lytham, where the seniors are playing next week.
Yes.
Royal St George's, where the Open is next season, next year.
Yes.
Royal Troon, and Royal Birkdale.
So you like your links courses then?
That's fine. I think I might have missed one out there. I'm not sure. But
yeah, well, what do we see? Yeah, we'll just check on Twitter, because on Twitter you've got your...
It's Royal Lytham, Royal Troon, Royal St George's, Royal Portrush. I don't know.
Yeah, just looking here, yeah.
Turnberry.
That's
Turnberry.
Right. Loch Lomond as well.
I have to be careful because I can't say the person who owns it.
I see.
Just call it Turnberry.
That's right, Turnberry. We leave that out.
It's my best course, I feel, Turnberry.
Well, Turnberry is very good. I've actually played it as well. And that's
Turnberry. I've released a new version last week with some more details from. I got some details from Turnberry, and it's come out really, really good. And
tell me as well now, before we close the video, Yeltzman, can you tell us who's your favourite golfer of all time?
It's got to be. I've got 3. Can I give you?
No problem.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you 3. Then I'll pick one it's either Harry Varden from the way back, Tom Watson, or Seve.
Yeah, well, that's special golfers you mentioned there.
Or Seve. I love Harry Varden because of the links and.
I'm not aware of Harry Varden actually.
He won the Open 5 times. He won. I think he was the first. He won the US Open once.
What nationality?
He was from Jersey.
Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey. Yeah, but if I had to choose one, I would go Tom Watson.
Yeah, well, Tom Watson. Do you know something? If ever I've seen a cooler swing in my life, he's the coolest swing. You know, effortless, and of course was denied winning the Open a few years back
at Turnberry.
That's right. Yeah, he nearly he was definitely over 50 at the time. I can't think of what age exactly.
I think he was 59.
Yeah, and but
I was heartbroken that day because he hit a tremendous shot into the 18th. He just bounced over the back of the green.
I remember that actually. That was it was heartbreaking thing for everybody, you know.
Yeah,
but I think this weekend, if Lee Westwood wins the Open, I think even Irish fans over here in the side of the pond will be delighted for him.
It'll be like when Darren Clark won.
Yeah, it will be, because the great thing about golf is, you know, especially in Ireland and in England and Scotland, is Wales. It doesn't matter what your nationality is. If you're the home nations, they tend to get behind each other. You know, and in recent times as well. In recent times, of course, Europeans haven't had great success in the majors.
Because I think if an Englishman's going down the 18th and there's no an Irishman there, they'll get massive support.
That's what well, Lee Westwood, as I say, I think I heard a stat today, something like 20 times. It's 20 plus appearance at the Open Championship. Yeah. But tee to green, Lee Westwood is like.
There ain't been many better.
No, one of the best. Like, I would love to see actually his top 10 and top 5 stats. He's very impressive.
Oh, Muirfield as well, another course.
Was that the American one or the Scottish one?
No, the Scottish one.
The Scottish one.
Another course which is off the Open list at the moment because of the ban on ladies.
I see. But no, you've definitely got great courses, and I must look out for that other one you said that's linked to Portrush, Yeltzman.
Yeah, it's called in the game. It's Royal Portrush Rathmore. It's only 6,300 yards. It's just the second course there.
Going to have a play.
Fun, really.
Yeah, going to have a play at that. Yeah. Well, Yeltzman, I want to close the video now, but a big thank you for your time, taking the time to have this video with me.
No worries at all.
And maybe again we'll play some other. We'll do another course of yours and do another video.
Yeah, anytime. Well, let's hope it ain't 8 years. For the next one,
no. I think I like to shine a light on creativity.
Who do you think's going to win the golf?
The Open.
Yeah.
Well, I have a funny feeling that looking at the leaderboard, I have a funny feeling that it's going to be probably, and I hate to say this, but I have a funny feeling it's going to be an American, yeah.
Spieth.
Yeah,
Koepka.
I must say Koepka and Spieth are staring at me there.
Koepka makes the game look so easy.
He didn't play great today. He's 69. He started with a 68 in round 1, a 69 in round 2. And his round today, he only had one bogey, but only 3 birdies. Yeah.
Like I said, though, I think really how the weather is, I think it could be anybody. Somebody from the pack might come and win it.
Well, that's it. John Rahm's not out of it on 4 under par. Patrick Reed, like you've major champions there.
He messed that second hole up today, didn't he, Rahm? He took 7.
That's right.
I think, on it.
Yeah, he did. A bit of a mess, yeah. But anyway, gonna close the video. Thanks for your time again. Thanks for your time, Yeltzman.
I hope it's okay, mate.
No problem.
If it doesn't, just send us a message and we'll do it all again.
No problem, and I hope as well that people watching the video might give it a little like and subscribe to the channel for more content to come in the future. Thank you.
Okay, mate. Look after yourself. Thank you.
Thank you.